Subscribe. Evening folks, and welcome to the Happy Hooker YouTube channel. This evening it's raining and I'm not impressed with it. I'm down at Morley Don. I'm going to give it a few hours here, down towards Low, and maybe an hour back up again, and that's about it. We've got no worm baits with me. All I've got is sort of fishy baits, prawn and squid and cuttlefish and so on and so forth. Now, I've been hearing tell of a few codling coming out here, so I'm going to give it a go and let's see if I can get on with it. Hopefully I'm not going to be snaggity snag and snag. I'm going to it's getting 2 shock leaders and that's it. If I lose 2 shock leaders, I'll be packing up. So without further ado, I'll get the kit out and I'll get on with it. See you in a bit. Right guys, today's tackle, I'm using my new spin fisher, not spin fisher, Pentidal XT I think they are. I'll get it right in a minute, won't I? I'm using my trusty Pentidal solid carbon rod. I've also just been given some little fancy electronic tippy lights, so we'll give them a whirl. There is another one that is that's green. That you can obviously see that one's red, but it's green, and then when you get a bite, it turns red. Now, I would imagine it's all right on a nice flat calm pond, but any sort of movement on the rod, I was contemplating putting it on because it is quite flat here, but any sort of movement on the end of the rod, any wind movement or tide movement or wave bounces, then the end of it's just flashing up and down. I have seen them before and I didn't think too much of them, but the solid light ones look all right. It's pouring it down. I'm getting wet. I don't like it. Now there is somebody with me and they're in the van hiding. Can't be bothered getting out and getting wet. But like I said, I have heard a couple of cod coming out of here, a couple of codling coming out lately, so I'm going to give it a whirl and get wet. Luckily, it's my last night away. I finish my job tomorrow and I can go home. At last. I'm quite looking forward to a couple of days at home. I'm going to fish a couple of Blackpool marks, like Rossall and 5 bar gate, because I didn't get a chance to fish them properly last time. I had to come back down. I had to come all the way back down here and do some more fishing, didn't I? I'll bring you back in when I'm set and ready to rock and roll. See you in a bit. Well guys, the heavens have opened. Luckily I have got some waterproof stuff. It doesn't feel very waterproof at the minute. I'm using a vampire squid, just a single vampire squid, nothing fancy, on a pennel, pulley, twisty, turny, wrap it over, clip it here, clip it there, fancy doodah rig. It's ready to fling it in, nearly ready. I've just got to do that. I've got to do all the fancy doodah stuff with it, if I can work it out. This is the exact same rig that I used at Blackpool last time, so I have got a little bit of experience with it. Yes, and I've already got it in a tangle. No, there we go. So that flips over there, and then that somehow pulls down there, down to that hook there. Now, I've never fished it here off the land. I had to go on the boat the other week, and it was absolutely bobbins. But I've not done it here yet, and that's what we end up with. It's like a double clippy, flippy, rip it round your head and over your backside and one of them things. But I'm not even sure how far I'm supposed to fling it, to be fair. I'm just going to give it a good lob. That's what it's having, a good lob. Take my clutch up. I'm hoping there's not too much rain on that screen. I have got it facing slightly the other way, so here we go. El Lobo coming up. I'll tell you what, I'm still looking at the camera and shouting because I forget I've got a microphone on now, aren't I? was the rod stand. And here we go. Flicko! Pop. Ooh, that feels deep. That's ratting through and all, dragging it right round. There we go. And it's at the bottom. Now all we need is a bite. And hopefully it's not in a snag. But while it is in, what I'm going to do is, I lost my shock leader the other night at Triada Bay. So I'm going to whip a shock leader on that one. While I'm messing about waiting for my codling to bite. Hopefully it won't be long before we're singing that song. Fish on, fish on, fish on. And why can't I tighten into that? There. Nope, there. There we go. Tightened in. Set L clutch. Still not tightened in proper. I wonder if that ledge bouncing. Shouldn't be bouncing, should it? Should be nearly slack tide. There we go. Happy days. Happy days. Shall I leave you on and show you how I tie shock leader on? Or have you seen me do that a million times before? I'm hoping you can see that that light on the end of there. Oh, yeah, it stands out really well, doesn't it? Perfect. I am working on it, guys. I am trying to get the best viewing experience for you possible. I keep buying extra bits of kit and this and that and the other, and it is all going towards, well, it all goes towards the channel, doesn't it? That's what it's for. For your very best viewing experience. Hopefully it won't be too long and that'll be going binger stuff, bonger stuff, boo. See you in a minute, guys. We've got a visitor.
Good evening.
No doubt he's come to tell me that he's already a cod from here.
I'll come see if you had anything. So I'd had one within the first 5 minutes, you said.
No. Have you heard it all?
You see? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're alright.
He's brave. I've decided to sit in the trough.
Yeah.
He's hardcore, I'll give him that. Rough, innit?
Well, we've had an hard day at work and I just needed to get out because I had a night off last night. It didn't out but rain last night. So I didn't go out fishing last night and I thought, do you know what? We were up this end. Let's give it a go. Hopefully I've not cast that into a snag. It's only been out there.
Yeah. Any snags?
First cast. First joke.
What, you want a bit of everything?
Vampire squid.
Vampire squid.
I'll put a vampire squid on. The reason being, I've got no worms. I've got no worms, and I thought, well, if I put smaller baits on rather than great big baits, I have put a full squid on, but it's still small enough for other species to take, as well as a big gob cod.
There's been some coming from here, though, hasn't there?
I believe so, yeah. Have I said we're down at Morley-Don? I think I have. But somebody were telling us the other night that there's been a few coming out, or they had a few here the other night, did they?
They have been coming.
Now, I don't know whether they were here at low tide or high tide or what. Did they say they had 3 or 4?
3 or 4 little ones, yeah.
3 or 4 little codling. I'd be happy with one, to be fair. Make it worth coming out, wouldn't it? I'm sorry, I'm just going to check what you're seeing because I don't have my screen's full of water again. I'll blind you a second, guys. Yeah, the lens is full of water. Right, there we go. I'm hoping you can see a bit better now. Luckily, I've got some waterproof pants donated to me by Lou the Destroyer. Cheers, Lou.
It's not that bad, is it, when you're out here?
No, it's not too bad. It's not cold.
No.
If anything, I'm warm because I've got a couple of coats on to try and keep the water off me. But that's fishing, innit? I'm still out here. Still good for your head. And raindrops keep falling on my head.
When's low to about another hour and a bit?
Is that blah, blah, blah. Is it that far off?
Yeah, it's about an hour and 20 away.
About an hour and 20 minutes. Does it, right, you know this, Mark, I don't know it. Does it fish better at low?
As soon as it turns.
Right, so
we
when
normally fish on that beach just there.
Oh, with them lights, huh?
No, I'm just about 50 yards that way. There's a beach.
Right.
Waders to get on it. It's that one I told you about.
Ah, right.
With me and Mike fish there loads, and every time it turns, it just kicks off.
It
A bit
just-
like when you bass fish on the Menai up there.
Right.
When it turns, it kicks off. That's what normally happens.
Well, that'll do then, won't it? That'll do, guys. Looks like I've got an hour of waiting, and then it's going to turn. I'll bring you back in 2 hours. Well, it's nearly time to check the bait for the first time. I had something to say to you and I forgot. I can't remember what it was now. Hopefully, it's not in a snag. I'm going to leave it another 5 minutes. If it's in a snag, that's the first shot leader gone. I think I've only got 3 left on the spool, so it's going to be a bit hit and miss here. I believe it's very, very snaggy, so... But that's where the fish live, innit? They live in the snags. I'm going to bring it in, and I have got some big prawns with me, so I think the next bait out is going to be a big prawn. It's probably, like he said, it's probably just a matter of waiting till the tide turns, and then hopefully all hell will break loose. Oh, that's what I was going to say to you. I've been invited tonight to go on the place called the Gorad with KMP Outdoors. But he's not going till 10 o'clock tonight, and it's a bit late for me. I have got work today. I couldn't quite finish my job today because, well, it started raining, so I couldn't point up. I've only got to point up now. It's going to be nice tomorrow, so I could do with being fresh for the morning. But we'll see how this session goes, and if I'm not catching, or if I don't catch, which I'm pretty sure I will, I might head on over there and join him. His friend had a £10 sum at bass there last night, so it's well worth a look at, isn't it? Well worth it. Well, that'll be a different film again, won't it? We'll see how we get on this. We'll see how we get on. If I do go over there, I might include it in this film. If I don't, I won't. See you in a minute. Hey guys, I'm just cleaning the lens again. Right, it's time. I'm going to bring this in, and hopefully I'm not in a snag. Here we go. I am dreading this point now. Tighten the clutch might help. Get a bit further down the beach. And pull. Oh, we're not in a snag. What a good do. He's got his head out of that van window, and I know what he's doing. He's just itching to shout. Nobody likes to see that happen. I thought I hit a snag on the way back in then. Does that need to go under the water? There we go. I can see now. Hey, just don't you dare snag on the way in. Let's have a look at that vampire squid, see if it's been mullered. But my neck, how far did I cast that? I am going to go with a big prawn next. And we've got plenty of squid left. Sub blue, I'm not sure. In fact, it looks like it's untouched to me. That looks like the cast might have done a little bit of damage to it, or if it is touched, it's not very, very touched. I'm going to bind a prawn on, and I'll show it in a minute. I'm going to catch the death of me cold here, aren't I? Like I said, look, it's not actually cold, it's just bloody, it's just wet. Very, very wet. See you in a bit. Right guys, bait number 2. It is a big prawn. And all I've done is, I've presented it. Hang on, let me get some light on it. I'll come to the side and show you. I'll put this light on. There we go. All I've done is, let me just come out of your view, is that. Bound it on, top pedal through the tail. Now, I am not the best at binding things on. It does my absolute cabbage in, but I'm sure it'll do. It's not coming off the hook. Now I've got it in a tangle. We'll get everything clipped up and away it goes. Have to work out how to do this blooming thing again now, don't I? If I can see. Well, come here in light so I can see what I'm doing there. Right, so this goes, it's actually called an up and over pennel. So it goes up over that clip there, and then there's another clip just above, I don't know if you can see that, there's another clip just above the weight, a little paddle clip I think they're called. You push the paddle through, put your hook into the paddle clip, and then pull it tight. Easy as that. And it gives you a nice streamlined casting weight. I do understand why they use it and what they do it for, but I'm not the biggest of casters. I'm just a lobbit and oak man. So, I mean, I can do the swingy wingy pendulum round your head and hit everybody in the bunts with cast. I can do it, but I choose not to do it because I think it's a bloody dangerous method, is what I think. Especially if there's people about. I mean, all that's here is John the Pecker, so not too mad that if I hit him on the head. But my dogs are here, aren't they? So, and I don't want to be hitting them. So all I tend to do is the overhead, good old thump, and away it goes, which is what I'm about to do. What are you doing?
I'm going to catch a cod.
Have you seen?
I'm going to put a rod on here. I'm
being.
video.
My video's being hijacked.
Oh, one cast, catching a cod, then I'm getting back in the car.
I'll tell you what. You come right in, couldn't you? I really do hope he comes and catches a cod. Talk about making someone feel inferior. See you in a bit, guys.
I've come to hijack his fish. Oh, look. I've got.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll go here.
What have I got? Mussel, razor clams, prawn, squid. I think that's it. I think there's 4 bites in it on a big hook. Well, a big pulley pennel.
Do you know something? It looks good, that.
It looks like a big turd.
Be alright on the barbecue, that.
Afloat.
Well, let's hope he gets one.
I'll only fish until it gets snagged.
Yeah. Well, let's hope he gets one, guys. I know it's all wishy and watery and stuff. I do keep trying to dry it, but it is raining and it keeps on getting wet. But I really do hope he gets one on that. Because if you do, in fact, that's what's going to be my next bait. He calls it a big ball of goodness. I'm pretty sure that anyone that watches my channel has seen Gamekeeper John's channel, so... Oh, he's gone left. Left. A crafty get, isn't he? Told me to cast it right. Watch this now, being a great big snag and he won't. Are you happy now?
That went really far, I'm well happy.
Good. Right, I'll let you know when he's caught one. See you in a bit, guys. We're on. Well, nothing's happened. I have tilted the camera a little bit forward just so that the rain doesn't go on the lens quite as much. It's bobbins! But what time is it now, John?
Got to be about half hour till low, I'd say.
Half an hour to low, and then he assures me, he's promised me a cod half an hour after that. So an hour and we should have a cod on board. I don't know if you know the area, guys, but this is Mollydom. When we fished that secret beach the other night, it's basically across the way and maybe 300 or 400 yards up to the right. Now, that is a low water mark as well. As we found out when we fished it on an high tide. It was just a big horrible snag pit, weren't it?
Just wrong.
It wasn't good at all. So, here's hoping, eh? Let's get a fish caught. Come on. Well, there's still nothing to report. What I have done is I have just been messing about and sorting my next bait out. I'm going to go behind the camera and switch my light on so it lights it up a bit better for you. There we go, guys. Look at that. Big ball. Is it bleaching out? I'm going to turn that down. That's too much, sorry. There you go. A big ball of all sorts of rubbish. I've got a full vampire squid. I've got a full prawn. Mussels, razor clam, all bound together, and that is going out there in the next 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to give that another 10 minutes on to go bing bong boo, and then hopefully turn off, and then hopefully it'll be starting to turn the tide, and that's going on. I'm going to go and stick it in a bag that's defrosting full of razor clams, and there's a big pool of juice in the bottom of it, so I'm going to go and leave it soaking in that till it's time to put it on. Have you caught a cod yet, John?
3.
3. We'll see you in a bit. I've just noticed, guys, that my microphone weren't working then for some reason. I don't know how much of the filming it's not been on for, but I would imagine, I don't know. So I might, when I go back through the footage, I'm either going to be scrapping this film or I might have to do a bit of voiceover in. I'm not over sure what's going on. Let me just look again now, see if that... Yeah, it's still on, it's still lit up now, so I'm assuming you're hearing me now. Absolute rubbish. I don't know what on earth has happened there. Something had switched itself off somehow. Either that or I've caught the microphone doing what I'm doing, messing about with it, and switched it off. Like I said, I don't know, I haven't got a clue how much footage is in there caught and how much isn't, so... You're on, John!
Really?
Yeah, again, that was twice. I've shouted him twice now, guys. Keeps thinking I'm winding him up. I'm hoping you caught that on camera then. That's it.
Is he lying?
No, I'm not lying, honestly. Twice it's gone. I'll leave you on, guys, for a minute. Let me just get behind that camera, see what you're actually seeing. Yeah, you're seeing plenty of stuff.
I have, yeah.
Did it go then?
Yeah, it just went bang bang.
Yeah, told you. Well, listen, would he, guys? This will add insult to injury now, won't it, if he pulls a big bleeding cod out of here and I'm stood here with no microphones on. My mics weren't on, John.
That's no good, is it?
No, I don't know how long it was on to start with. I don't know how long it's been off.
Or is it better if you can't hear it?
Oh, I hope it's not been on for not on for too long.
That tide's definitely turned, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pulled them right round.
And then the bite starts as soon as it turned.
Yeah, well, yours has.
Yeah, it has, isn't it? Wet through.
Yeah, you look it. Oh, it's all under your arms and everything. Not just because you're a sweaty pig.
It's everywhere. My coat's dripping, hanging off the chair.
Is it? You mean you're wetting my van through?
Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm going to switch you off and bring you back in if something happens.
You're on.
We're on. My rod's just gone bing bong boo, guys. I'm just going to check that I've got microphone while I'm waiting for it to bing bong again. So it looks like it's starting. John's had a couple of bing bongs. Mine just went bing bong. Come on.
What did I say? What did I say when it turns? This is one of the only places I know. I'm going to get my head torch out.
Yeah, do you want to use this?
Oh, you can go with the bite.
He's trying to put himself a fresh bait on that last bait with Mollard. But that were a proper bingest of bongest of boo, that. And I was running around like a twit trying to get the camera on. Come on, do it again. Hey, they were a good bite, that and all. It were a proper bing bong. Something's here, innit?
Dirty, dirty.
Dirty, dirty dogfish. That'll be just about my luck tonight, won't it? I do hope that it's not, that microphone weren't off for too long.
Need your bite elastic.
It's over there, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm unprepared. I'm going to cast this in and jump back in the car because I'm freezing.
It's cold, lad. There you go.
Wet through.
He wants everything. He'll be asking me for my coat in a minute, won't he?
You've had the biting needle as well, haven't you?
Yeah, it's there somewhere. You found it?
Yeah.
I'm absolutely saturated, guys. Well, it doesn't look like it's bing bonging again, does it? I'm going to leave it though. I'll switch you off. Bring you back in a bit. Can't switch you off. We're getting a big drop back here now, guys. Come on. Something's having a good play with it. Hang on, did that go again then? Did I? Yep, here we go. Think I've got a fish on here. Oh no! I've got me clutch.
See that happen?
And Sod all. I don't think there is anything on it anyway. Oh no, get away from the snag. Have I just hit a chuff? I might have hit a chuff then. Just keep it up in the air, guys. You can't afford to stop here at all. Keep hitting things on the way. Well, I'm on the shock leader now. And nothing. A bit of chuff, but that's about it. Nothing at all. In fact, I don't think there's even anything wrong with that bait. Nothing wrong with it at all. That's going straight back out, that, guys. I'm not messing about. Out it goes. It looks absolutely perfect, that bait. Just had a little tip tap too, guys. Oh, John's rod's going mad. I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to get it. If it goes, I'm going to get it. That was a proper bong on John's then. I'm assuming you picked that up. Is there any birds there or something? I can't see any. I can see the lines. Strange bites, them. Just great big. Oh, and again. See that? Let's have a feel at that. Is this clutch tight? Missed it. Or have I? Might be a fish on here, guys. There could be a fish on here. Not very big if it is. Oh, sugar, keep winding. Oh yeah, there's a fish on here, guys. Hopefully he's messing. Oh, has it just come off? Oh. He's running down behind me. Fish on, fish on, fish, fish on, definitely. See him come running down. I think there's a fish on. Felt like it then.
Come on.
I don't expect. No, I think it's come off. Nothing on. It felt like there was something on at first, you know.
That though. Something smashed that. Oh, it's tangled up the.
His line's tangled up. It's all the wrong way about. Yeah.
Get that back out. I knew there wouldn't be one on. That's why I left it.
That was me nicking his fish. I think. Yeah, fish on, guys. I'm pretty sure of it this time. I'm going to stay up here because... No, there's nothing there. John's rod, we're having a right good old binging, dancing a merry jig then. If there's a fish on it, it's not very big, but I don't think there is. I'm going to stay up here so that it keeps it up over the snags, because you're about another 6 foot down there, if not more. Oh, yes, there is a fish on. There is a fish on, John. Hey, he's pulling back a bit and all. What is it? Conger. Conger donger! Hey, 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 hey!
Oh, he's off.
Look at this! Have you got it? I'm not going to pull this one or anything, guys, because there is hooks down there. Have you got him?
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Absolutely brilliant. We'll sort you. Where's your rig on the floor? We'll sort that out in a minute. We'll take the rod to the rig in a minute.
It's a good job I went down because it dropped off right on the edge.
Did it?
Yeah, right on the edge of the water.
It was doing some good old binging and bonging, weren't it?
Yeah, mate. I mean, you don't want to touch it, do you?
No. Get him up to... Yeah.
We in?
There you go, yeah. There we go, guys. One little conger donger. Well done. Was that
Team effort.
a team effort?
Do you want to hold it as well for the
No, you. I tell you what, go on then. There you go. That's my contribution. I'll do all the reeling.
That might explain them bites, little straps, haven't it?
Yeah, little straps.
Not only am I soaking wet now, I need a bath, come on.
10 more minutes. Absolutely fine. It was a good job he went down to the water's edge then. Like I said, it fell off right at the edge, didn't it? Won't mind Big Brother now. That were yeah, it didn't even feel like there were a fish on it at one point. It must have been, they come up and they spin in the water, don't they? Well done, John. Could we see him down there? He's done one, has he? Right, we need to sort your rig out, hang on. Right guys, I'll bring you back in a minute. Let's get his rig sorted out and stuff. Well, what a nice little bit of excitement, eh? At least it's not a blank, is it? I'm not going to stay too much longer because I'm absolutely sodden, soaked to the skin. I've got work again in the morning, as I've already mentioned. But you might not have heard me mention it because I don't know how long my microphones are switched off for. I'm a twit, aren't I? I'm hoping I haven't lost too much footage. If it's there and if it's only a little bit, I can just do a little bit of voiceover, or I can leave that section out, one or the two. Like I say, I am sodden to the skin. He's wet through, I'm wet through, the dogs are wet through. It's got to be worth a subscribe, guys. I think I need 120 subscribers, and that's it. We've hit the 5,000 subscriber mark, and when we hit it, there'll be a polo shirt coming somebody's way. Also, you can't get your hoodies now before Christmas. Well, not obviously, but he's closed down. The lad that makes them for me, he's closed down till after Christmas now. But you can get them after Christmas. Happy Hooker hoodies with a personal name and delivered 38 quid. Bargain. Absolute out and out bargain. With the nice new design on. I'm going to switch you off now, and if something else happens before we pack up, I will bring you back in. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Well, it's 7:30, guys. Going to give it another 30 minutes, and then I'm going to wrap up. Fish or not. It's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I am wet through, soaking to the skin. I am starting to shiver a bit now, so and I think that I don't want to be out here too much longer. And as for going to the Gorad later, I've been invited to the Gorad. Someone had a £10 bass off there last night. Been invited off key the caddy from KMP Outdoors, but it's not going till 10 o'clock tonight, and I'm already soaking wet through. So that's not going to be happening. Sod that. I'm not having a double soaking. We'll just do another half an hour of this. Hopefully one of them rods is going to go bingus to bong, and we'll have another fish. I'll see you in a bit. Well, it's about 3 minutes to 8. Nearly half an hour since the last time I spoke to you, and the rods have been absolutely bunkersly still. Not moved one bit. I'm going to call it. I'm soaking wet through. I'm cold, I'm shivering. It's time for a hot shower or a hot bath, and then I'll be fit for work in the morning again. This video, I will try and get it edited tonight, and hopefully there's enough footage with microphones on to drop it out there. If so, it'll probably be dropped out before I even go to work. I might as well, don't I? If you do like the stuff that I do, please do. Press the like button and the subscribe button. Press the notification bell so you never miss my beautiful face on YouTube. And also, share away if you like. Spread the word. And until next time, ta-da for now. Subscribe.